Hey, this is Rebecca Dirks with PremierGuitar.com. We're here in Montreal at Boutique Tone with the owner, Jeremy Stern. The store is here on Saint Laurent, and it's full of all of the boutique, wonderful, beautiful gear that you could possibly dream of. So, you want to tell us a little bit of the history of the store, how you got started, and everything?
Basically wanted to have a store that I would want to shop in. So we created a store that was hand-picked pieces from all over the world, from some of the best builders. It was really critical that we got guys that we liked. We bought gear from those guys, and then we made a place where you could actually have soundproof rooms and try out gear, really crank it and hear what you're getting.
So we're actually here for the Montreal Guitar Show, and you guys sell a lot of guitars from the guys who are exhibiting there. So let's take a look at some of the brands that you carry and why you stock them in your store.
Cool. We're missing a lot of gear right now because it's actually down at the guitar show, but we've got Fender Custom Shop, and we have some killer pieces from John Cruz, some master built pieces here. We have a Vince Canetto Relic, which was one of the last 10 pieces that he did for Fender, so we have number 6 of 10 of that. We've got Fibonacci, these guys from Hungary. These are amazing, amazing builders. These are some of the 10th anniversary models they did. Some of the other ones are down at the show, but they're also down at the Montreal Guitar Show, and they're really fun guys. Nick Huber, some more pieces. He's also a Luther that's here. This is a local guy. And then we've got a lot of Sir, a lot of John Sir, which are some of our best-selling guitars. So we've also got some great Gibson Custom Shop, and we got the John Lennon model here. We have a 56 there. We have the Angus Young, and there's a bunch more up front, like the Jimi Hendrix Flying V. Some really cool old Rickenbackers. This is a 72 fretless. These are some newer pieces, but this bizarre Cheyenne blue color, really, really cool.
Cool, you want to pull that out?
Yeah. If I play bass, that would be my little one.
So when it comes to new or vintage stuff, it's mostly new stuff, but you've got a few vintage things. Is that?
Yeah, we get a lot of vintage on consignment, so it really depends on when you come in here. Right now, what do we have? I think just a early 70s Gibson 355, and I think that's it for vintage right now. So some more of the Sirs. We've got Eastman arch tops. We're also platinum dealers from Premier Builders Guild. So we've got the B3s, the Fanos, the Giffens, the Schroders, Cole, Gustafson. So great guitars. We carry their amps as well, the Two Rock and the Tone Kings. And these are really beautiful, beautiful instruments. We also have our budget line in the store is Reverend, which we consider to be one of the best guitars you can buy for the money. So a guitar $1,000 or less is our Reverend line. Okay, so we have the Rasmus line. This is the Asian Sir. It's the $1,000 Sir line. Great guitars. They're made in Asia, so the prices are actually quite great. But it's got the same feel and sound of a regular Sir. We have a lot of lefty guitars, and I think that's something that's really important to us. I want to be able to have lefties coming in and actually buying good gear, rather than having to sort of custom order something, get your one piece, and there you go. So we've got a lot of lefties.
That's great. I know we have a lot of readers who are asking about that, so they'll appreciate to hear the love.
Cool. So we got some really cool consignment pieces, like this old vintage Guild, and some really cool PRSs, and of course the awesome Iceman Ibanez, and a Stuart Telly over there. It's 50. I think there's a 59 Moss right as well. That's a really nice piece. And then there's a strange Lado or Lado. Melanson. There's some really interesting things that come in. You never know what's going to happen. Yeah, we got some James Trussard and Graham Henman. Ritter. I love that piece. We're going to get some Ritter basses in actually this week, and there's a new Fano that just came in the other day. And a really nice Sir with a Brazilian board on it.
One of the eye-catching things when you walk in is this lineup of cigar box guitars. Can you tell us a little bit about those?
Yeah, there's a local company called Daddy Mojo. Really, really cool. They make them kind of like the old cigar boxes. They don't open, but they're awesome. There's 6 strings, 5 strings, and 4 strings. Some hand-painted ones, and the cigar labels as well. They're awesome.
In addition to providing the boutique gear solution for guitarists, you guys also have a nice selection of basses too. Can you tell us kind of what you carry there?
Sure. We have the Sir line. We have Vigier. Sandberg's a killer line. We love this one. And we've got the new Reverend basses as well. Those are really cool, and they're under $1,000.
So now we're in the amp room, and this is where people can come in and really try stuff out. What are some of the brands and companies that you carry here, and what does well for you?
We've got 65 amps and Two Rock. There's a bunch more, but down at the guitar show. Bad Cat, Swart's been actually our best-selling line since we opened. The Sur amps, the Badger, the 18 and the 30, those are awesome. We've got Tone King and Divided by 13, Cornford, Elmwood, and then for the higher gain guys, we have Diesel. And we just brought in B3, but they're down at the show. They haven't hit the floor here yet.
Cool.
Oh, Dr. Z as well.
Okay, so what do we have over here in this corner, this little display?
It's a little different from the rest of the gear. It has nothing to do with guitars, but it's basically hearing protection or in-ear monitors or just great earphones by a local company called Sonomax. These are sculpted ears, and it's a custom-fitted earphone that takes 4 minutes to make. And we do these in the store. We're doing them down at the show as well. It's really cool. You just pop these in your ear, flip the switch, and 4 minutes later, you have custom-fitted earphones.
Wow. And how much do those run?
They start at $150, and that's for single driver. Dual driver is $300.
That is a really cool thing. I don't think I've seen that anywhere else.
Yeah, 4 minutes. It's amazing.
So the candy store portion of the shop is up here. Can you tell us a little bit about kind of the type of pedals you guys like to carry and what your philosophy is with that?
Basically, pedals are the easy sell. They're a blast. People are a little sick about them. They buy them all the time. So we've got all kinds of different pedals. We've got full tone and jetter. I really like the jetter pedals. They're cool. Swart boost there. Love pedal. This thing's awesome. This ventilator is new rotary simulator like a Leslie.
We actually just reviewed that.
Isn't that cool?
Mm-hmm.
Love that pedal. And then we've got Exotic and Keeley and some Canadian lines like Empress, which is awesome, as you guys know.
So when people come into the store, they can just, try out a pedal, take it into the amp room and fire up and go through the settings then?
Exactly. But basically what happens is someone will come in and say, I want an overdrive, and then we'll put them in the room with maybe 5 or 6 overdrives and let them see the differences. Or they'll come in and they'll say, I kind of want to sound like David Gilmour or something like that. And we'll try to get them write the pedal that'll make them sound as close as they can, other than practicing a lot.
Who do you get the most requests for that people want to sound like?
Probably John Mayer,
Yeah.
especially with 2-rock. You
Well-
plug a Strat into a 2-rock and you think you're John Mayer.
You had mentioned earlier that kind of what you guys like to do here is tone consulting. You wanted to tell us a little bit more in detail about that. It's kind of what you just touched on.
Yeah, exactly. It's basically people come in, they want this constant quest for tone,
Yeah.
and which changes over time as well. So they're always looking for the tone, and there's just so much out there. So we really take the time. My guys are great here, and take the time and sort of let them try other pedals and go into the amp room and try them out. The thing is, you take any one pedal home, it's going to sound great, but then you start putting them next to one next to another, and you'll have some favorites over the other ones. So we really help them to find what it is that they want.
Thank you for taking some time before the store opened with the show going and all the gear down there to take us through the store and just show us what guitar stores are like in Canada.
Thanks a lot.
All right,
Thanks
thank
for
you.
coming.
This is Rebecca Dirks for PremierGuitar.com.